Okay. All right. So as always, we start by finding our Pilates posture. Let's take a big deep breath in because it was a lot for our brains. And let's exhale and bring those shoulders back and down. Your feet are parallel, and that can be touching or it can be hip distance apart. Your thighs are lifted, your abs are pulled in, your tailbone is long. Most important, your ribs are pulling down rather than flaring open and up. Your shoulders, as I mentioned, are relaxed. The back of your neck is long, and you are extended tall through the top of your head. And then, as always, one of my favorite warm-up exercises is our curtsy. So we are going to shift our weight onto our left leg. We're going to point our right toes. We're going to stay tall in our spine so we're not collapsing forward. We're going to lift that right leg, and then we're going to bend our left knee and sit into a curtsy and tap as you need to. Sit down and tap up. So sit into it and tap up. Feel that left quad and that left glute doing the work here. So you don't really try to put much weight on that foot as it taps back. You try and keep all the weight on that left leg for me, please. Good. Arms, whatever you need them to be doing, they can be in front if you want, out to the sides. You can bring them into a prayer position. But you are bending and straightening that left leg and then standing tall. Last two here. And last one, sit down into it, lift that back leg, stretch it a little farther, lift it a little higher, bend a little deeper, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1, stand it up. Woo, weight on your right leg. Left toes point, deep breath in, exhale, stretch that left leg as you sit into that right leg. And you can keep the foot off the ground the whole time, or when you come up, you can tap it to the side and sit and reach with that back leg and stretch. Really working that right quad and that right glute. I hope you are feeling those. I am. Good, last two. Last one, we sit into it, we reach a little farther, we sit a little deeper, we hold for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and stand it up. Beautiful. Shoulders out of your ears as you come down to a seated position. If you want me to be able to see you and give you corrections, feel free to put that camera in a position where you can see well. Shoulders up out of your ears. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We were going to do this in a minute, but we're going to do our quad work first. So I'm going to be nice today. Right leg out in front of you and left knee bends. Sit up nice and tall. This will be a short round since we already did some of that quad work standing, but it'll be intense. So flex your right toes back towards your face. Notice if you tucked away, sit tall on those sit bones. As a matter of fact, let's pull those sit bones out from under us and then lift that foot off the ground. Now point it and flex it and point it and flex it. Feel this quad working, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Sit up nice and tall. Notice if you rolled away from that good correction. Point and flex, point, leave it there, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift an inch, lift an inch, flex through the heel and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and point and bend and stretch, and stretch, and stretch, and stretch, and stretch and flex and push through the heel. Push through the heel, push, 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 and push. And hopefully you felt that in that right quad, so we'll give it a nice stretch. Tuck it so that your knee is behind your hip and lean over onto your left elbow. The more you can be in a straight line rather than ahead of yourself, the more you'll feel that. And then you can lift that right arm, reach it over your head. You can lift it behind you You could also tuck the rib and the hip together and get a deeper stretch on that hip. You can even push that hip a little forward, and then we will come up. We'll pull those glutes out from under us again and bring that right knee in, left foot out in front of you. Flex through that heel, lift it off the ground, point it and flex it, and point it and flex it. Again, sitting tall through that spine. And point and flex, and point and flex, point, flex, point, lift 1 inch, way off the ground, and lift, and lift. Make sure you're still doing it with me, and lift, good job, and lift, and flex, and lift, and sit tall and lift, and lift, and lift, and point it, bend it, stretch it, and reach, and then flex through the heel, and press, and press, and press, 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 relax. Shift over onto your right elbow, take that left leg to the knees behind the hip. Woo. Again, try not to be forward of yourself, of your lower body. Lift that left arm up over your head, reach, expand, or tuck and push if you want to get that really deeply in the hip flexor. Nice, and now we'll come to that seated position at the front of the mat. If you were with me on Tuesday, we did a couple of abdominal series, which meant that we were moving kind of quickly, and I know you guys loved that. So we're gonna do another version of that in just a couple minutes. That's your warning. Stay with me though. Shoulders up out of your ears, abs drawn in, straighten your arms and just lean back. So now all I want you to do is take a little tuck, pulling those ribs towards the hips, but don't collapse in the upper body. And I want you to take your right hand and bring it behind your head and your left hand. And that should already make you feel like, ah, so if you need to come up a little closer, that's fine, but pull those ribs in, elbows out of your peripheral vision, nod your chin, yes. And rotate to face me and make sure you didn't pull on your chin and round. So stay lifted and then back to center, opposite direction and center. Try and do this nice and slowly with control. Take a breath every time you come to center. Keep those elbows wide. Keep that chin a little tucked and that head in line with your spine. And make sure that your elbows are staying wide. They don't come into your peripheral vision. And come back to center. Sit tall. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. That's just a kind of little bit of a preview of stuff to come. Keep in mind that we lengthened out that neck and stayed tall. Now go ahead, straighten out those arms again. And this time, let yourself roll all the way down. Bring those hands behind you. And this time, point the elbows to the ceiling. And all I want you to do is use your hands to slightly lift the skull and bring your head into your chin into a tucked position. And then you're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders just an inch off the ground and press the back of your neck into your hands. And then let go. And what I want you to think about during class is that you don't let that chin tip up. So with your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground right now, go ahead and pull those ribs in. Float the arms up to those kneecaps for ab prep. Head in line with your spine. Reach your arms over your head. Exhale, sweep it down and relax. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep it down. Come down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, sweep. Bring it down on the exhale. Inhale to prepare. And lift and reach. Good. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Last one. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. Hug your knees in. Let your knees rock to one side. Head, neck, and shoulders to the other. Stack those legs up tabletop. Deep breath in. We're going to do 3 quick versions of single leg stretch here. So first, take your left hand to your right knee and bring that right hand to your ankle. Lift that left leg straight up in the air and lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now, notice if your foot dangled, lift it up, roll your shoulders out of your ears, and as always, it's more challenging to lift up than to pull your knee in. So try and lift up a little higher as you reach through those left toes, and then we inhale, switch it up. Right hand to left knee, left hand to the ankle, reach through those right toes, shoulders out of your ears, and here we go with the breath. Inhale, switch, exhale, reach. Inhale, switch, exhale, reach. And again, try and lift yourself higher rather than bring your knee closer. Couple more here. Beautiful. Take a break. Hug those knees in. Stack them in tabletop. Now, make sure that knee's right over the hips. Take your left hand, and instead of holding your right knee, put your left hand on the front of the right thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach as if you're stretching your right fingers to your right ankle, but you might not be able to reach because this time you're not bringing your right knee in. You're leaving it out right over your hip. Nice job. Reach through your left toes. Inhale, switch, block your left thigh, reach through your right toes, and switch, and switch. Inhaling as you switch, exhaling as you reach. Inhale, switching, exhale, reaching. Nice job. You're stopping that knee when it's directly over the hip. A couple more here. And take a break. Final one. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders down. Bring those legs tabletop. Stack your hands one on top of the other. Bring those hands to the front of your right thigh, down low near your hip, so not too close to the knee. Press as hard as you can with your hands against that right thigh, and equally press in with your right thigh. Then extend that left leg up in the air and reach through your left toes. Hold here while you press against the right thigh. You should feel a deeper stretch or deeper work here. Inhale, switch it up. Block your left thigh, reach to your right toes, but your work is coming from the fact that you're pressing your leg away as your leg is pressing against you, and we switch on the inhale, and we press, and we switch and press, and switch and press, and keep that going for me. So again, this time you are creating your own contraction, making it harder by pressing against that leg. Just a few more here. Nice job. And relax. All right, we have one, I think I said 3, but we have a 4th version of that single leg stretch. One more time, legs in tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Right leg goes up, left arm goes overhead. We reach through those right toes, left arm reaching, abs drawn in. Now, right hand, any option you want. It can reach down by your side. It can support your head. You choose. And then we inhale to switch, and we exhale to reach. And inhale together, and exhale, reach. Inhale, and exhale. And keep that going, please. Shh. 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 Last 2. And take a quick little break here. So that was our single leg stretch, and you're going to get the option to use any of those versions, and then we'll add on to that last version. Before we do that, legs in tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Double leg stretch. We inhale to reach, we exhale to bend. We inhale to reach, we exhale to bend. So when you bend those knees, you just drop your heels in line with the knees. It's not a tuck and pull in. And when you expand, you keep those abs flat, you keep those ribs flat, low back the same distance from the ground the whole time. 2 more, reach and bend. Last time, reach and bend, hug those knees in. All right, we did our scissors the other day, and we're gonna go right back to that scissors right now. Head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground, reach to the back of the left leg. So I'd like to challenge you, rather than just dropping your right leg, I challenge you to bring your left leg close, 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 open into that V rather than an L, right? So a pair of scissors, deep breath in, exhale, pull, switch it to your right leg. Same thing, get that right leg closer, emphasize that. Exhale, pull, inhale, reach. Chin is in that little tucked position, back of the neck, in line with your spine. And relax. All right. Arms out to the side. Please don't tuck them under your hips. And bring those legs in tabletop. I mean, we're going to start with a toe touch, but then I'm going to turn this into double leg lower. So what's important here is that you have those ribs and hips connected by the abs pulling in. Low back is going to stay the same distance from the ground. As you inhale, move your legs away from your body. You exhale to lift them back up. It's called toe tap or toe touch. You might or might not touch the ground. You could flex through the heels and do it that way. However, we're going to make this more challenging today if you're okay with it. If it feels too much on your low back, stick with toe touches. Otherwise, legs go straight. We inhale to lower and we exhale to lift. And we inhale to lower and we exhale to lift. So do me a favor, slow it down on the way up, right? So go down, maybe 3, 2, 1, but come up 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow, both directions, but especially on the way back up, really pull those abs in. Nice job. Keep them flat, keep those ribs flat, beautiful. Again, if this is a lot on your low back, feel free to go back to a bent knee position. Next time those legs come up, hug them into your chest. Okay. And then last exercise we're going to add on, as I mentioned to you before, is just basically adding on to our single leg stretch and then keeping in mind what we did earlier from a seated position. So legs are in tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. So let's extend that right leg and that left arm over your head. But now keep your right leg where it is. You're not going to drop it way down here. I want you to open it to the right. Open your arm to the left. Keep your left shoulder blade off the ground. Look over to your left. Right arm is reaching towards the right knee. Inhale back to center. Left leg reaches. Right arm reaches. Lift a little higher. Stretch farther away. It's like half of an X. My left toes and my right arm are reaching. Inhale, center. Here we go. And relax. So just keep in mind with that exercise, the Criss Cross, that you are not rolling over onto the opposite shoulder blade. Okay, so we had single leg stretch, we had double leg stretch, we had scissors, we had double leg lower or toe touch, and then we just had Criss Cross. You know it, we are putting those together, my friends. We are putting them together and stringing them into a series, and we're going to do it more than once. If you need to take a break, take a break. Are you ready? Yes, here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, whichever version of single leg stretch you want to do. Head in line with the spine. If your neck starts to bother you during class, let it rest. Good. 2 more. Stack those knees, double leg stretch, and reach. And reach, and bend. And reach on the inhale, and exhale to bend. Beautiful. Bring that right leg up, scissors, emphasize the leg that's coming in. And then both legs are up, arms to the side, slowly lower. This is where you could do the bent knee position if you prefer. Really consider how low your legs can go, but not so low that they lift your low back off the ground. And again, feel free to go to that bent knee position. No hands under your hips. Good. And then back to your tabletop. Deep breath in. You can pivot those knees open for crisscross. One leg reaches, opposite arm stretches. And inhale when you come to center and exhale to twist. Almost there. And hug your knees in, but you are not done. Single leg stretch. And right into double leg stretch. Extend and bend. Keep it going. Two more. Good, right into our scissors. And double leg lower, or you can make it toe touch. Two more. Beautiful, and here we go into our crisscross. So one leg reaches, opposite arm reaches. Head, neck, and shoulders, if those necks are bothering you, they can be down, but a little extra twist if they're up. Good. Knees in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, single leg stretch. Here we go. Beautiful. Stack those knees up right into double leg stretch. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bend. And reach and bend. Good. Keep it going. Good. Straight up, scissors. Good. Knees together or legs together, your choice, toe touch or double leg stretch. Legs can be straight if you prefer. Good. And then flip the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, and that's our crisscross. And relax. Hug those knees into your chest. I hope that got your heart rate up a little bit. We're going to do a nice stretch for the hip flexors right now. So separate your feet pretty wide apart, about, I don't know, more than a max width apart. Drop your right knee in and let your left leg drop open. Feel a stretch across the front of your right quadricep. And then lift that right knee up and let the left knee drop into center. And then come on back. We're going to do that again. Right knee in, left knee open. And then finally, left knee in, right knee open. And then you're just going to pivot over onto your side. So we're going to do a little bit of hip work here, a little bit of sideline work. So knees are going to be bent. You want to stack your hips up and you want to lift your waistline off the ground. So as always, a little mouse house. And your arm is resting directly underneath your ear. Your hips stay stacked. Top leg, the knee is going to slide down in front. When that happens, don't collapse in your ribs. And then press your toes to the ground and your knee goes up. So it's short, quick, sharp movements, making sure you're not rolling. The only joint that's moving is the head of your femur is moving in the hip socket. Check on that waistline, make sure it's still lifted. Beautiful. All right, stack those knees up and put that foot in my face. Turn your toes down. I literally have some feet in my face. Touch your big toe to the ground, straight leg lift, and tap, and lift, and tap, and lift, and lift, and lift. So with this pigeon toe position, you should really feel that on the back of the hip. Beautiful. Bend that knee and then straighten out that top leg to press yourself up onto your bent bottom knee so that you can come all the way up onto that knee, side of the leg basically, and then your arm is up. Beautiful. All right, then you are going to lift that top leg, flex to the heel. You're going to flex it forward and reach it back, and flex it forward and reach it back. Keep that going for me, please. Can you keep your foot at hip height? Good job, Susan. Nice. Lift that up, hip height. Beautiful. Last two and last one. Then come down on your elbow, bend your knees, crisscross your top leg in front of your bottom one. And we lift up in our side bend, and we do that lift by lifting our hips to straighten our legs, not by moving our feet. Then you're going to bend your knees, hover above the ground, and reach, and bend, and reach, and bend, reach. Last time, stay up, walk your feet so you can stack them, and you are right in a beautiful side plank. Can you dip and lift the hip? Dip and lift, dip and lift. Tiny movement. Sit on your booty, face your fingers forward, point your toes, shoulders out of your ears, lift your hips, lift them more, point your toes, try to get your toes on the ground and lift your front of your body, pull your abs in. Challenge, can you bring your right knee up, extend it up in the air without your booty dropping? So lift and bring it down. Left knee in, reach it up and bring it down. Extra challenge, lift it up, right knee up, lower, lift, back and down. Make sure you didn't swing into that seated position. Way up, get those hips up, higher, hips up. Good, and come down. You are switching over to the other side. You might want to just pivot your way. And we are doing that sideline leg series again. So your arm is resting right underneath your ear. And then we're going to bend both knees. We're going to lift that waistline. We're going to take that top knee, point it down, and then the toe behind, and knee and toe, and tap and lift. Good, last few. Nice, lift that leg, foot right in my face, toe down, tap and lift, and tap and lift. Keep that waistline lifted. Relax, press yourself all the way up onto that bottom knee, and then straighten that bottom arm. Come up, you're a little bit sideways, top leg is up. Try and keep it at hip height as you press. Flex forward and press back. Flex forward and press back. Again, you're trying not to dip the hips, and you're trying to keep that leg at the same height the whole time. Good, good, good. And then come down onto your elbow, bend your knees, top leg in front of the bottom one, a little cross at your ankles, shoulder back. And we're lifting up into that side bend by lifting the hips, not by just moving the feet. And then we separate the knees to come down and up again. And you're not quite tapping, you're just hovering right above. And then stay up this time, stack your feet if you can, and give me a dip and a lift, and a dip and a lift, a dip and a lift, a dip and a lift, dip, lift, dip, lift, dip, lift. This time you are pivoting over onto your hands with straight legs. Tuck your toes as if you're going to do a push-up. We're not. That's the good news. Sorry. There we go. All right, bring those hips into alignment as if you're doing a push-up. Without letting the hips sag, lift your right toes just to hip height. Good. Flex through the heel, point the toes, flex, bring it down. Left leg, point the toes, flex, point, flex, and down. Keep that going, and what I'm looking for is that your hips aren't moving as you do that. Nice, good. Keep that foot in line with your hip. Couple more here. And then as you are ready, come all the way over onto your abdominals, please. Okay. We've done a decent amount of flexion at the beginning, so we want to get a little extension here. Shoulders out of your ears. We're just going to start with a baby lift here. So bring your hands in front and then just gently prop yourself up a little bit, tiny little bit here. So this is mostly a passive stretch. If you want to, you can exhale and let your ribs sink. And then relax that down, inhale, and lift back up again. Little reminder, as always, your toes are pointed. Your toenails are on the ground, so your feet are not, your toes are not tucked. And then relax. And then make sure that your heels are as close together as you can get them to engage that lower body. And now we'll work extension, not passively, but with active muscles. Hands down by your sides. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach your hands down your thighs. Keep your knees lifted, your toes on the ground. And then lift your upper body and reach through those fingers. Inhale, hold here, square yourself up. Exhale, roll down, deep breath in. Exhale, heels together, knees are lifted, toes on the ground. Lift it up and exhale down. One more time like that. Inhale, exhale, lift, stretch, reach, inhale, hold, exhale down. All right, lower body is gonna work now to get that same extension. Pull your belly button in, bring your heels together, deep breath in, exhale, lift your thighs off the ground, keep your forehead down, and relax. Inhale. Exhale, lift, inhale, hold at the top, and relax down on the exhale. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lift, hold, inhaling, and exhale down. So obviously we're gonna put those two things together, or maybe not obviously, we're going to put those two things together. Deep breath in, exhale, belly button pulls in, everything lifts, reach through those fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, hold at the top on an inhale, and then exhale down. Here we go again, deep breath in, exhale to lift, inhale, holding at the top, and exhale down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, inhale, hold, exhale down. Last time, deep breath in, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, exhale, relax. You're gonna press back in your shell stretch, hips sit all the way back on your heels. Take a nice little break there. Nice, and then as you come out of that, let's make our way back to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. So we're gonna think about the beginning of class. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. We're gonna hinge back. We're gonna pull those abs in, pull those ribs in. We're gonna adjust that head so the head's in line with the spine. We're gonna lift that left knee up and bring it close to your body, so not way out here. And then notice if you rounded, can you sit tall? And now bring that right arm up. And now let go with your left hand. And now extend that left leg up, not way down here. Make sure it's up, 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 and then reach, and then come back to center and put that leg down and sit tall. Exhale, hinge back, ribs in, right leg lifts, left arm reaches, right leg reaches, twist, and come back up. All right, you know we're gonna turn this into a little bit of a sequence here. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. We're gonna try and do everything at once, and then we're gonna add the balance to it. So left leg, right arm, twist and center, and opposite and center. Now your body's gonna wanna start either rolling down or not lifting that opposite leg as high. So be aware of that. Arm up, leg up, and twist, and twist. And notice that one side might be different from the other, and come back to center. All right, you can stay with that one, but if you're ready, all 10 toes off the ground. Find your balance point, arms in front of you, right arm, left leg twist, and center. Opposite and center, and reach, and center, and reach, and center. Reach. Keep that toe high. And bring it down. Oh, I hope you guys felt that. Legs apart, hands underneath your hips to lift them up and press them back. So that should bring you into a forward fold, but not a slump. And then reach your arms in front of you. From the hips, I want you to lift up out of your hip bones, so stretch tall. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. And then when you feel like I can't go any farther, bring your hands down, try not to collapse yet. And then see if you could walk an inch forward farther, and then grab whatever part of your foot or leg is there. And then again, notice if you've rounded and pull yourself into a flat back or extension, and then hinge forward a little deeper if you can. Good, and sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. We are so lucky we do have time for a forward plank. You're welcome. So we're gonna pivot over. We're just gonna really focus on form here. We're gonna bring our elbows right underneath our shoulders, shoulders out of your ears, big toes to touch, heels to touch. Option 1, tuck your toes, hover your knees, bent knees, but hovering. You should feel that still. Hands apart, by the way. Next option, way up on the fronts of your thighs, the booty tucked under. And final option, of course, tuck your toes and lift up. And I did look at my watch. Press through your heels, head in line with your spine, nod yes, bring that chin into that tucked position, hands apart, shoulders broad, not rounded, not squeezed together, just broad, ribs in, belly button in, thighs lifted, press through the heels. Keep breathing, please. We're doing this for 45 seconds. I didn't say that. You have 20 more. Abs drawn in. Back of the neck long. Head in line with your spine. Press to those heels. 10 more seconds. And relax. Ooh. Mosey your way onto your hands and knees. Give me a little side-to-side shake here. And we're going to cat cow. You can unmute yourselves if you want to join me in making sounds. Deep breath in, breath in. Exhale, rounding it. And inhale. You cat, meow. Hey, cat. And one more rounding, cat, meow. And cow. Beautiful.